So, how sick are you at this point of talking about Gray Maynard in this fight? And
I'm sick of talking about how sick I'm talking about him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. I can't wait 2 more days.
Yeah, what's the feeling like now? Is this some kind of weird deja vu, or is this like a unique experience unto you? I mean, what is this?
Honestly, I think every experience at this far is unique. You know, it's a different city. It just happens to be the same fighter. You know.
What's it like? I mean, you guys are so connected now. I mean, do you have this respect for him? Do you have this hatred for him? Is it a friendship? What is it?
I'm gonna call it a friendship, but there's no hatred, man. You know, we're just we're competitors, man. We both want the same thing, and that's a championship fight. You know, a championship title.
Are there any secrets left after 2 fights?
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm sure there's adjustments he's made, adjustments I made. Kind of a guessing game. I guess we'll figure that in there. But for the most part, we've seen the best of each other.
You've spent so much of your time fighting him and BJ in the last few years. I mean, how ready are you to just kind of get this over with and move on to other guys?
I am. I'm definitely ready for that. But I'm thankful that having to fight the same guy twice has brought the best out of myself. It's forced me to come up with I would say different style, but just making sure I have a repeat performance and an even better performance.
Does it make camp easier, just knowing that you have to train for the same person for the past year,
I think
guess?
camp is what it is, man. It's never easy. Whether it's a new guy or the same guy. If anything, maybe the same guy a little more challenging just because you got to come up with a different game plan.
Okay. Has tightening up the boxing been kind of the biggest key? Obviously, that's what he hurt you with last time.
Yeah, honestly, in between every fight, whether I win, whether I lose, it's to get my game better. All around, boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, kickboxing, everything. So I felt that I accomplished that this game.
How do you think he's going to approach you this time? Do you think he'll try and change anything up on you?
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to change some things up. I'm sure he's going to try to hit me with a big shot, but I think he's a little more takedowns. Who knows, man? It's like I said, it's a guessing game. So, and instead of trying to think about what he's going to do, let's just react to it.
There's so many ways to look at that last fight. I mean, obviously a horrible first round, and then a lot of heart, in the latter rounds. What are your memories when you evaluate that fight and you think about that fight? What are your thoughts of it?
Yeah, obviously, the first round was pretty big on his part. I was proud of what I did. I didn't realize that after the fight I was just disappointed in the draw. So I went home, talked to my family, my teammates, and coaches and whatnot, and got to see the fight for myself. I was proud of what I did.
In that countdown show, you look pretty happy with the fight overall. Do you look at it sort of as a win in a way?
No, I don't. I wasn't a win. If it was a win, I wouldn't be here fighting him again. So, I was happy just because, I don't have to be mean. You don't have to be mean face all the time. You know what I mean? But, I'm not happy for a draw at all. If anything, it feels more like a loss. You know what I mean?
Did you learn anything about yourself in that fight that maybe, you can take a big, heavy shot like that? I don't know if you've really taken something that hard
I
before.
did. I definitely, I've been through quite a bit of fights. I've been hit with some stuff. I've never been really rocked. But, you always hope to think yourself as this badass guy that's never going to go down. But, I guess I proved it to myself. So, yeah, I definitely learned something.
Did you feel like he deserved the rematch? I know at first they said, no, we're not going to do it, we're going to move on, and then they came back and said, yeah, we're going to do it. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I was cool with it just because I was disappointed in the draw. He had a loss to him and a draw to him. I want something definitive. I want a definitive win.
Is it definitive? I mean, it would be even, right? I mean, if you get this win.
I mean, it would be even, but, I'm done with it,
Hey, Frank, I noticed he always, when he refers to you, he always says, he calls you kid. He says you're a tough kid. Do you take anything out of that? Is that disrespectful, or is that just how he talks?
I think he says I'm a tough kid and he's prepared. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's being insultive. You know what I mean? I just think that's that's his thing.
We've seen Gray. He looks pretty focused, pretty confident this week. How would you describe your emotions leading into this fight? Are you keeping it light? Are you keyed up? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I approach it. I always approach it, man. There's no need to get excited right now. There's no need to be angry faced or pissed off right now. Once I step in the cage, it'll take care of itself.
Now, for a lot of your career, people have talked about how you're too small for the division. You should move down to 145. Do you think that last fight kind of proves that you belong at lightweight?
I think me having the belt belongs at lightweight. But I'm sure that definitely raised some down people's mind. One of the biggest guys in a weight class took his best and was still able to bounce back. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Do you think the first fight gives you sort of a mental edge? Because, you took his best shot, and he knows that he couldn't finish you with that. What do you think that kind of does for him?
Yeah, I'm sure it gives me a little bit of an edge, but I mean, such a long time ago that, those emotions, those feelings kind of can go away quickly, and I know he's motivated to win. So, I'm not going there thinking I have any kind of edge. I'm going there thinking I'm going to have to fight my heart out for this fight.
You're in the cage working out with Aldo. Some people think he might move up at some point. Do you think you might see him down the road at 155?
You never know, man. I never thought I would have flown on a private jet with Dana one day. So, yeah, anything could happen at this point. You know what I'm saying?
How do you think he would do?
Phenomenal, man. He's a great fighter. You know, pound one of the best. So you know, why not take the fight?
All right.
Cool.
Thank you, Frank.
Thanks, Frank. Appreciate it.
Thanks,
Good luck, brother.